And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, it is very much appreciated. You joined me here on the last day of the month of August 2026, 31st of August. And this video is going to be on another one for my own personal YouTube channel. And it's going to be taking a look at Classic Watch 26 today and a Classic Watch possible ahead of the German Oaks that takes place this coming weekend. And the horse at the moment is based in Germany. But before we touch on the Classic Watch stuff, you know I like to mention my Patreon all the time in these YouTube channel videos, and that really is because I do think that there is something there for you over at my Patreon. Newman Racing it is called. I think you should go over there and check it out at some point convenient to you, because you never know, you might be missing out. You know, for instance, the other day I uploaded a new resource onto my Patreon, the latest edition of all the Classic Watch dam lines, Classic Watch horses dam lines over the 6 years, updated to include all the horses up to a couple of days ago. That will enable people to just have a look at the horses, the sire and the dam, and to see what dam lines they're on. So plenty of other resources like that are also on Patreon. It's also the place for people to check out the National Hunt Racing. If they're interested in any of my views on National Hunt Racing, then Patreon is definitely the place to go and check them out these days, as well as the yearly review videos. Again, it's a pretty good time to get on my Patreon at the moment, really, because the 31st of August, the date today, is also the end of the Southern Hemisphere 2-year-old season, isn't it? The 3-year-old season. You know, the 1st of August is the start of the new season out in Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. So it's also the time where a few horses need to be rounded up. You know, horses need to be looked at. They need to see how they're progressing in order to let go of a few of them, really, to make way for new horses that will hopefully be better than the ones that left the process. That's the plan anyway. Them videos are always on Patreon as well. So yeah, there's also opportunities to support me as well. If you're one of those people that like to support your content creators moving forward, then there is an opportunity to do that over on Newman Racing at Patreon as well. But if you're only looking to use the platform as for free content, then I do think there is easily enough there, really, for you to go and check it out. You never know, you might be interested. Join as a free member. You know, there's plenty of ways you can join. A couple of tiers over there. My best advice would be to head over to Newman Racing over at Patreon and check it out yourself and make an informed decision yourself. So, without further ado, let's get on now to the Classic Watch stuff, shall we? I don't know what I've done there. I've actually opened Google Chrome. Other Google browsers are available. I've clicked the wrong button. That's what I've done. So, without further ado, let's head to the Classic Watch stuff, shall we? Classic Watch 26.great/site.net is where people can find the 2026 edition of Classic Watch. Over halfway through the year now, and as you would expect, there is plenty of pattern race winners now making their way onto the site. You saw Classic Watch hopeful Diamond Necklace defeat her elders in the Nassau Stakes at Glorious Goodwood yesterday. The day after, Classic Watch hope Bo Echo did the same to his elders at Glorious Goodwood as well. You know, these horses are what they are. Some of these horses, very, very good indeed. People will see that the 2-year-old races have been updated really all throughout the season, it's fair to say. It's probably due another update soon in this section here. The 3-year-old races to update the Southern Hemisphere horses, you know, at the end of the season. That's the perfect time, really, just to wind that little bit of the project up. And then people will be able to leave it. Obviously, more races will be added to the 3-year-old section if need be, where there are still middle distance classics running. But this, and then you will see the all-age section as well. The 3-year-old only section, the 3-year-old all-age section races. Just the one South African handicap, really, a listed handicap winner on the site at the moment. But we've already recently talked about 2 Group 1 all-age winners in the races that we've just talked about. We've not even touched on Constitution Rivers win in the Eclipse as well. It's safe to say that the horses are there and they're doing well against their elders. And it will be very interesting to see what happens throughout the rest of the year 2026 in the Northern Hemisphere. But yeah, classicwatch26.great/site.net is where people can find this year's edition of Classic Watch. And it might contain this horse here on the site. That's had a bit of an update since last year. turftimes.de. This is the sort of site I use for a lot of German racing because the official Deutsche Gallop German site is password protected. You know, you have to even to look at the pedigree of the horse, you have to create an account. There's a lot of sites like that recently at the moment, sadly. It is what it is. Everyone's just trying to squeeze the last inch of profit out of this dying sport of horse racing. Sadly, bookies have destroyed it, but we try to go on as best we can. For genuine horse racing enthusiasts, this horse here, Nachteule, very interesting horse. An Irish-bred mare born in 2023, sired by Sotsas, out of a mare called Nightflower, who herself was sired by Dylan Thomas. People see, if they look at this site on the Turf TV in the spec brief section, they will see that the horse, dam sire, is Dylan Thomas. Like we said, breeder, Zuchter in Germany. The horse bred by Ursula and Jürgen Im, and owned is Besitzer, owned by Stulnitzer, and the horse is also trained by Peter Schergen out in Germany. Sadly, though, this is a site that does like to use modals. You know, the death of any decent website, in my opinion. You know, means you can't see everything on the same screen. Rennen is races in Germany. So you have to click on another modal tab on this site to see the races that the horse has won. This horse is currently unbeaten. The horse has had 2 runs in its career and has won 2 victories. The horse has only won 2 minor races out in Germany. The horse won a Category F race. Oh no, for fillies that is the thing. The horse won a maiden race on the 5th of April 2026. This horse wasn't raced at 2. The horse won at Hoppegarten on the 5th of April 2026. And then the horse came out and won a Class 3 race at Munich on the 1st of May 2026. We're going to take a look at both of those races at the end of this video so we can take a look at the horse winning. You'll see there the horse is entered in the German Oaks, which takes place, like I said, on the 2nd of August 2026, this coming weekend at Dusseldorf. And hopefully she will be able to cope with the massive step up in class and make herself competitive on the day. What we're going to do with this video is we're going to take a look at the horse on the racing post. We're going to only take a look at the first 3 dams today because this is a dam line that we've covered in the past. And then we're going to watch the horse win 2 races. We're not really going to look at any relatives of this race because they are all contained in the video that I'm going to add a card to at some point during this video in order to speed things up. So then we're going to watch the horse win twice and we're going to take a look up to the first 3 dams of the horse. I know some people like to take a look at the dam line of the horse. The whole purpose of this video, if people take a look at the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database, they will see that this horse, Nachteule, is dam line 4R. That is the dam line we are interested in this video. 2 starts, 2 wins, and career earnings of €11,000 up to this point. Horse has won over 10 and 11 furlongs on turf, but no pattern race form at all, sadly, at this point. I know some people like to take a look at these things on the Racing Post. People can see that Nachteule has got her own page on the Racing Post And they are telling us that the horse is entered on Sunday, the 2nd of August, in the Oaks. They've sadly missed one of her runs, though. They've missed their run first time out. But they have got the run on the 1st of May, 2026, where she defeated J'adore Law by 2 lengths at Munich, running to a racing post rating of 99 on the day, where she was ridden by Borjaran Mirzabayev, who is the former champion jockey in Germany. So, yeah, this horse, they have missed a run off. This horse has actually managed to win twice in her career. You'll see there that everything else is how we reported it on the German website. So, not really much to say on the Racing Post. Racing Post rating of 99, a long way back, really, from a classic winning form. But the horse, hopefully, will be able to take a step forward in this race and prove that the horse deserves such a lofty entry for a horse on the track that has accomplished so little. It's all about the pedigree, really, as we know. With our horses, Nachteule, you'll see there, dam line 4R. It's about time, really, we can get cracking and look at a couple of dams, really. Nightflower is the first dam of the horse, a mare born in 2012, sired by Dylan Thomas, out of a mare called Night of Magic, who was born in 2006 and sired by Pentra Celebra. Nightflower raced 15 times in her career, 3 wins and 7 seconds, 10 out of 15 starts in the first 2, for career earnings of €412,000 and 4,985 UK pounds in her career. Very good horse, Nightflower. At 3, she is a Group 1 winner. She managed to win the Group 1 Price von Europa in Germany. She also won the Group 2 Diana Trial, a race held at Hoppegarten, 2nd in the German Oaks of 2015. She was also 2nd in another Group 1 race, the Grosser Price von Baden against the Colts. But she was a Group 1 winner, winning the Price von Europa, only classic placed at 4. The horse managed to win another Price von Europa Group 1 race and was 2nd in the Grosser Price von Berlin and the Grosser Price von Baden. Very good horse. Dual Group 1 winner and Group 2 Diana Trial winner. The horse bred by Jürgen Im and owned by Stallnizzer in Germany, the same connections as this horse. Additional produce, a 2019 colt, sired by Australia. The horse was the 2015 German Horse of the Year. The dam of our horse, she raced in Germany, France, Japan and Great Britain at some point in her career, managing to take out several German Group 1 races at 3 and 4. And she is the dam of our horse as well. I'm going to stop this video because we really should look at the relatives of the first and second dam. Should we? Shouldn't we? It's just me being a lazy human. So let's just stop this video and make this video a little bit better, shall we? Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, we can crack on a bit now, I think. We've got to take a look at some of these, really, because just gives the video a bit of context. You know, I don't like taking shortcuts in my videos. So we'll take a look at another horse out of Nightflower before we get started. Napolitano, because I remember following this one myself. I think this one was followed before Classic Watch even started. Napolitano was a colt born in the year 2020, sired by Australia out of a mare called Nightflower. So this horse would be a half-brother to our horse. Also, there's a 2019 colt by Australia. This horse is the 2020 version. Napolitano raced 9 times in his career, 2 wins and 3 seconds, 5 out of 9 starts in the first 2. For career earnings of €34,600, the horse racing in Germany in its career. Napolitano actually was 2nd in the Group 3 Price de Sparkassen Finance Group race, a Group 3 race over 1 mile 2 furlongs in 2024. The horse trained again by Peter Schergen and bred by Ursula and Jürgen Im and owned by Stallnizzer. Group 3 placed horse there related to our horse out of the same dam. I did find a couple of horses before we get to the second dam of our horse. Obviously, Nightflower was the first dam. Natrose, a filly born in 2019, sired by Australia out of a mare called Night of Magic. So this would be a half-sister to our dam, Nightflower, who was sired by another former Coolmore horse, Dylan Thomas. Nachteule raced 9 times in her career, 2 wins and 3 seconds, 5 out of 9 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €229,100 and £16,125 UK pounds in her career. Good horse, Nachteule. I think she was a classic winner. She was. She won the Group 2 Italian Oaks of 2022 held at San Siro. She was also second in the Group 3 Waltfag Trophy at 3 in 2022 race held at Hanover. At 4, she was placed in a couple of races. She was placed in the Group 2 Oleander Rennen, a race held in Germany. And she was also placed third in the Group 3 Pinnacle Stakes, a race held at Haydock in the UK. Another horse trained by Peter Schergen, the horse raced in Germany, Italy and Great Britain. Bred by Ursula and Jürgen Im, another one owned by Stuhl Nizza out in Germany. Classic winner, Nachteule's very good mare in her own right. Nimrod, a horse born in 2013, sired by High Chaparral, another ex-Coolmore stallion out of Night of Magic. So again, this one would be another half-brother to our Group 1 winning dam of our horse. Nachteule. Nimrod raced 24 times in his career, 3 wins, 7 seconds and 4 thirds. 14 out of 24 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €168,875. The horse raced in Germany, France and Switzerland. Interesting horse, Nimrod. Is a snow horse. At 3, the horse won the listed Derby Trial out in Germany in 2016. But it was then when it was bought by M. Weiss in Switzerland and owned by Stuhl Belliard and Belmont Racing Syndicate. The horse did quite well. The horse managed to win a Swiss local Group 2 on the snow, winning the Grosser Preis von St. Moritz of 2018, a race the horse he was also third in as well. The horse was also second at 4 in the 2017 listed Grosser Preis Grand Prix Jockey Club, a Swiss listed race that, looking at this, might at the time have been recognised as an international pattern race. Not much happening in Swiss racing at the moment. But yeah, this horse did win the local snow race, the Grosser Preis von St. Moritz, Group 2 and dual, local Group 2 and dual German listed winner in Germany. And, she was second in the Jockey Club, in Germany. Trained by Peter Schergen and then by M. Weiss out in Switzerland. Interesting horse, bred by Jürgen Im, owned by Stuhl Nizza, and then in Switzerland by Stuhl Belliard and Belmont Racing Stables. Interesting horse, Nimrod, it's fair to say. Now we can take a look at the second and the third dam of our horses, which have still got their bits open that are searching for dams. Night of Magic is the second dam of our horse, Nachteule. Night of Magic was born in 2006, sired by Pentra Celebra, out of a mare born in 1997 called Night Teeny, who herself was sired by Platini. Night of Magic raced 11 times in her career, 1 win and 5 seconds, 6 out of 11 starts in the first 2 that she also only managed to win once, for career earnings of €217,800 racing in Germany and Italy. Another quite highly tried horse in her career. The only time she managed to win was in a classic. She managed to win the Italian Oaks of 2009. She was also placed second in the Group 3 German St. Leger the same year. Another bred by Alexander Pereira, the horse owned by Stuhl Nizza and Jürgen Im out in Germany. Raced in Germany, Italy and France, and the horse is a black type producer from the horses we have just looked at, as well as being a classic winner. Some very interesting horses on this section, it's fair to say. We're going to take a look at the third dam of the horse now, Night Teeny, a mare born in 1997, sired by Platini, German-bred stallion, out of a German-bred mare called Night Rocket, who was born in 1983 and sired by Rocket, out of a mare called Nightlife. Night Teeny raced 7 times in her career, 1 win, 1 second and 2 thirds, 4 out of 7 starts in the first 3, for career earnings of €4,346 in her racing career. Nachteule, you will see, no black type producer. The horse bred by Gestert Witterkinsdorf, owned by Alexander Pereira, and then owned by Newsall's Park Stud out in Great Britain. The horse raced in Germany and sent to Ireland, and we know from the horses that we have looked at that she is a black type producer. We can take a look at this dam line 4R now historically, I think, first at bloodlines.net through the Wayback Machine. Sadly, the site still unable to open in its own domain. A Cloudflare error is stopping the site from opening. Hopefully, at some point, the site will come back, because I think it would be a terrible loss to the horse racing community. I do think this site is very useful to people. It gives people a total look at the history of every thoroughbred horse to have run in the history of racing. I mean, how would people not find that helpful? The key here is the 4R. This 4R section is a mare called Nigeria. I think Nigeria was a mare born in 1966. And if people look at Nachteule, you will see that Nigeria is the third dam of Nachteule. And she is also, Nachteule, as we know, is the second dam of our horse. This is also, as we know, the third dam of our horse, Nachteule. So this is the same dam line as the Nigeria dam line that we can look at on bloodlines.net. And you will see that it gives people plenty of opportunities. If people go back to 1935, they can pick up even more classic winners. But if we stick to Nigeria in 1966, you will see there that our German Oaks winner from 2006, Night Magic, is actually on this. Oh no, Night of Magic is our dam, and there she is. The 2006 Italian Oaks winner is on the side. Night of Magic. It's the family of a novelist. The old King George horse. People go back further, they will see that. Novelist is somewhere on this site. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I've looked at this line so many times. Where is the horse? There's Night Lagoon in it, around there. I do know Novelist is definitely on this line, but for some reason now I can't locate the horse. You'll see there that if they go back to Naxos and Neckar as well, some very good horses. Is Novelist further up? I do know Novelist is on this damn line because it's the horse I looked at. Let me just pause the video and show you and prove to you that what I'm telling you is correct. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, I knew I was right. New Novelist, you might as well look at him now, he's open. Novelist, the horse born in 2009, sired by Monson, out of Night Lagoon, a mare born in 2001, and sired by Lagunas. People will see that Night Music, born in 1973, is the Novelist section, and the dam of Night Music is Nigeria. I'm not sure if Night Music is actually on ours. No, Night Music is Nightlife's sister. You see, Nigeria is the fifth dam of this horse. Night Flower, which is the dam of our horse. Novelist was raced 11 times in his career. 9 wins and a second, 10 out of 11 starts in the first 3. First 2 again, for career earnings of €1,443,632 in his career. Novelist, of course, won the King George in the UK, famously. 2013 German Horse of the Year. Group 1 winner in England, France, Germany and Italy. Stallion out in Japan, it's fair to say. Also won the Gran Premio del Jockey Club in Italy. I think that's probably the Italian derby. The horse won the Group 2 Union Rennen in Germany. The horse won the Fugars Price to Bankhouse Group 3. King George in the UK, Group 1. Also won the Group 1 Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud in France. The Grosser Price Bombarden in Germany. And the Grosser Price de Badischen Unterheimer, another Group 2 race in Germany. Second in the German Derby of 2012. And fourth in the Grosser Price Bombarden as well in the same year. Very good horse, it's fair to say. Novelist might not have been the best stallion out in Japan, but People, I take a better look at Novelist in the other video, you know, that's why I didn't open him up in this video. The horse in question that we've already looked at is another Classic Watch 26 Possible called Zoroastro. Zoroastro, a colt born in 2023, sired by Maurice out of a Japanese mare called Almirena, who was born in 2014 and sired by Deep Impact. People take a look. Night Magic foaled in 2006. It's the same line. You know, it is very much the same line. I had a good look at these in the Zoroastro video. Nigeria is the sixth dam of both horses, Nachteule and Zoroastro. His career so far, Zoroastro, 6 starts in his career, 2 wins, 2 seconds and a third. 5 out of 6 starts in the first 3 up to this point. For total earnings of 73,800,000. So 73,389,000 Japanese yen up to this point. People will see Zoroastro has won the Group 3 Kisaragi show this year in 2026, as well as being placed in 2 Group 2 and Group 3 races as a 2-year-old out in Japan. The Tokyo Sports High Nisei and the Saudi Arabia Royal Cup. Trained by Keisuke Miyata out in Japan. Suddenly the horse was reported an onset of epistaxis in May 17th, 2026. That was the last update that the horse has had on this side. The horse bred by Northern Farm and owned by Sunday Racing Company Limited. It's interesting really this pedigree of Zoroastro. It gave me a good chance to have a look at this horse, and as a consequence of that I can use the video of Zoroastro as a YouTube card in this video to try and speed things up a little bit, so we don't have to talk about the pedigree as much, and I can insert the card into the video now, and that should enable us to move forward with this video. It's fair to say there's not really much else we can talk about really, because we've already talked about it on many an occasion. So it's just an opportunity really to close down a few tabs to save on the CPU that we might not need for the rest of this video. And then we will watch the horse win twice. We will watch the horse win on debut. I think the race on debut at Hoppegarten on the 5th of April. And then we will watch the horse win at Munich on the 1st of May 2026. We will do that now, actually. Sadly, these videos are in German. I've just gone through the quick route today, not being a lazy human, just speeding things up a little bit, because I'm quite busy, and believe it or not. And so we're going to watch these races. This site here, RaceBets, is not available for people logging in through a UK internet provider. So creativity is needed to enable people to look at these German races. I could have gone through the list of Sky Racing video channels that I've got and seen if I could find these races on here. But they're minor races, so I just thought I would go straight to the RaceBets video to pick them up. So without further ado, let's take a look at Nachteule winning, shall we, on debut. I think this race was at Munich, and at Hoppegarten. So is the second race at Munich then. I don't really want to be playing these races the long way round. No, Hoppegarten is the first race. So without further ado, let's take a look at this race, shall we? And then we can see what we think.
Und Boxen auf an der 2000 Meter Startstelle. Wie wunderbar, und Nachteule etwas verspätet abgesprungen. Jetzt Pearl of Japan auch hinten zu sehen. Vorne bester Start von Sabil Dream. Sabil Dream mit der Führung vor, außen daneben Gualipa und Alela Gries in dritter Spur an dritter Stelle. Dann eine Lücke von 2-3 Längen bis zu Nachteule, 2-3 Längen bis zu Pearl of Japan und 2 Längen bis zu Wie wunderbar an letzter Position. So ist die Gegenseite erreicht. Die Führung bei Sabil Dream, und Eddie Pedrosa bremst es jetzt ein bisschen ein. Eine Dreiviertellänge Vorteil hat Sabil Dream vor Gualipa. Dann ist Nachteule drittes Pferd, hat jetzt die Lücke schließen können zu den Vorderen, hat Anschluss gefunden. Alela Gries dann in zweiter Spur an vierter Stelle vor Pearl of Japan an 5. Position und eine Dreiviertellänge zurück dann an letzter Position sehen wir Wie wunderbar. So ist das Sextett Mitte gegenüber, ca. 1200 Meter vom Ziel entfernt. Bei ruhigem Tempo vorgelegt von Sabil Dream ist Dua Lipa zweites Pferd, dann Nachteule an dritter Position vor Alela Gries, Pearl of Japan an fünfter Position und wie wunderbar keine Positionsveränderungen in der Gegenseite zu sehen. Die Pferde gleich zu Beginn des Dalwitzer Bogens. Sabil Dream mit der Führung vor Dua Lipa, dann Nachteule innen drittes Pferd vor Alela Gries wieder außen, dann innen Pearl of Japan und wie wunderbar an letzter Position, aber dicht geschlossen. Jedes Pferd hat Kontakt zum anderen vor sich. Die Pferde durch den Scheitel des Dalwitzer Bogens durch, die Führung bei Sabil Dream vor Dua Lipa, dann Nachteule, drittes Pferd, Alela Gries taucht jetzt außen an deren Gurten auf, dann Pearl of Japan und wie wunderbar, so geht's in die Zielgerade hinein, 450 Meter noch bis zum Ziel. Vorne wird Sabil Dream angegriffen von Dua Lipa, mehr in der Bahnmitte, probiert hier Borjan Musabayev mit Nachteule zu kommen. Dua Lipa aber mit der Führung an der 300 Meter Marke und jetzt kommt Nachteule. Nachteule und Dua Lipa, dahinter Pearl of Japan mit Alela Gries, wie wunderbar außen. Vorne aber an der 200, das ist Nachteule im Kampf mit Dua Lipa. Nachteule vor Dua Lipa, die letzten 100 Meter und Nachteule löst sich von Dua Lipa. Und Borjan Musabayev schafft ein siegreiches Comeback nach der langen Pause. Nachteule gewinnt gegen Dua Lipa. Dritter wird dann spät kommend noch wie wunderbar im Zielfoto vor Alela Gries, dahinter dann Pearl of Japan und Sabil Dream.
Wow. That was a fairly impressive performance, I thought, from Nachteule to take the race out on debut. I thought the horse ran quite well. You know, it was given plenty of time to warm to the task by the jockey on the day, and I thought that was a pretty good performance. I thought the horse saw the trip out. First two nicely clear, weren't they, in that race? The first two left the rest for dead there. Good run by the second, but no match on the day for the Classic Watch 26 possible horse Nachteule, who I thought got off the mark there in pretty good fashion. I thought the horse won pretty well, it's fair to say, on the day. So that race, once the horse won the first time out, there I was hoping really then for a step up in class for the horse. But instead, Connections decided to go for another quick run, less than a month after the run that we've just seen. The horse turned up at Munich, wasn't it, on the second start, Munich? Yes, to contest the same sort of race, another €6,000 total race, a Class 3 race. It was over an extra 200 metres. The first race, the horse won over 1 mile 2 furlongs, and the second time, the horse was running over 1 mile 3 furlongs, 2,200 metres, on the 1st of May 2026 at Munich. It was a very good performance there, I thought, to win the first race. Let's see what we can make of the second race, shall we? Again, via the German race bets site, a site that's not available in the UK. So let's take a look at this race now, shall we? And again, we should be able to see what we think after it.
Und damit geht es los. Das Rennen gestartet auf der Reise. 2200 Meter liegen vor den 10 Kandidaten. Wer übernimmt das Kommando? Ganz an der Außenseite Alea, schnell auf den Beinen. Es bemüht gleich um eine vordere Position. Da ist auch Nerio in vorderer Linie. Und ganz an der Innenseite Nachthimmel. Alea aber vor den Tribünen hat das Kommando übernommen. Von Nachthimmel, dann Nerio da als drittes Pferd. Viertes Pferd dahinter ist Los Angeles, von Nachteule Sindbad und J'adore. Noraya Secondo am Schluss des Feldes galoppiert Launching Percy hinter Veneziana. So ist das Feld im Riemer Bogen. Und das Tempo wird bestimmt von Alea. Zweites Pferd ist Los Angeles, dritter ist Nachthimmel. An vierter Stelle galoppiert dahinter Nerio. Dann die beiden Favoriten des Rennens mit Nachteule und mit Sindbad nebeneinander. Dann eine Lücke von 2 Längen bis zu J'adore mit Noraya Secondo, mit Veneziana und mit Launching Percy am Ende des Feldes. Mitte der Gegenseite ist passiert und unverändert Alea mit dem Kommando vor Nachthimmel. Und vorne ist weiterhin Alea, Nachthimmel dahinter mit dann Nerio und Los Angeles weiter außen. Dann ist es Nachteule, Sindbad und J'adore vor Noraya Secondo und am Schluss des Feldes Launching Percy mit Veneziana. Im Schlussbogen Alea marschiert weiter an der Spitze. Zweites Pferd ist dann Los Angeles, Nerio innen. Nachtimmel noch weiter innen, Nerio außen, davon, Nachtimmel ist das innen, lässt sich da schon anfassen, spürt jetzt schon das Gewicht ein bisschen, fällt nach hinten zurück. Es schiebt sich aber alles jetzt relativ dicht zusammen, ausgangs des Schlussbogens und in die Zielgerade hinein. Alea noch vorne mit Los Angeles, Nachteule ist sofort da, aber Alea marschiert zunächst einmal. Alea macht jetzt nochmal einen Satz vorne, Los Angeles ist da, Nachteule in der Bahnmitte. Wo ist Sindbad? Der ist gleich dahinter und ganz außen kommt jetzt auch Launching Percy in die Partie, aber vorne ist es Nachteule, war Launching Percy an der Außenseite mit Nachteule. Launching Percy und Nachteule sind vorne. Nachteule vor Launching Percy. Sindbad wird nicht gewinnen. Nachteule mit Launching Percy, aber Nachteule ist vorne. Innen Jador Lohr. Nachteule wird gewinnen. Nachteule gewinnt. Dahinter ist es Jador Lohr vor Launching Percy. Vierter ist dann Sindbad. Und dahinter war es dann Los Angeles von Nachthimmel. Dann Alea, dann Venezianer, Nerio. Und letzter ist Norayas Secondo.
Again, pretty much a carbon copy, that race, wasn't it? It's fair to say. The horse travelled well through the early stages of the race, and then when the closing stages came, jockey Boyan Mirzabayev had the horse positioned very well indeed, in my opinion, and the horse came through strongest of all to take out this Class 3 German fillies race on only her second start, to take her unbeaten record to 2 races and 2 victories. I thought in that race it looked like she had plenty in hand, crossing the line over some of the runners in that race, and I do think that she was a very worthy winner on the day, and by far and away the best of the horses on show on that day at Munich. Very good performance on the day, I thought. Is this horse a classic horse? Nachteule. It could be, you know, if people took a look at the horse on the historical site, didn't we? We saw a lot of Oaks horses on there, both in Germany and Italy. And we've also had horses that have on that line have taken out the occasional St. Ledger as well. So people, I think, could be quite optimistic of this horse at least staying the trip. It just remains to be seen whether the horse can take the requisite step up in class, doesn't it? In her stride from a German Class 3 race to an international Group 1 race. A massive, massive step up in class, it's fair to say, awaits this horse. Is the horse going to be good enough? I've still got the historic line open, funnily enough, just so you can see. You've got St. Ledger winner there, look, Newman, all the German Oaks and Derby winners. You know, this line is a 1.5 mile line, isn't it? All day long, it's fair to say. Look at all the Derby winners and Oaks winners on it. You know, very interesting horse, very interesting line this is. It's a line I have followed for a while, but I've not been able to get the horse on side, to get the line on side regarding Classic Watch until this year, where we've managed to have one going round on it in Japan and one going round on it now in Germany, courtesy of Nachteule. And if the horse Nachteule does line up, you saw earlier that the horse is entered in the German Oaks this Sunday. If the horse does line up in that race at Dusseldorf, then I would say that there is a very, very good chance that you will see this horse Nachteule on Classic Watch 26.great/site.net ahead of the German Oaks this coming weekend, all things permitting. Right, I think I can think about leaving this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has taken the time to sit with me while I make it. I hope you have all enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. What I can offer you at the end of the video is an opportunity to take a look at the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist. We're coming up to now, I think, approaching 70 horses on the Classic Watch 26 Possibles playlist. So if this one video on Nachteule isn't enough to whet your appetite where my horses are concerned, then the playlist will appear at the end of this video to allow you to take a look at many, many more of my horses, should you wish to at the time. I can also offer you an opportunity to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you will not miss any more of my videos moving forward. If you do a bit of work on your desktop app or on your mobile phone app of YouTube, you can get the app to notify you every time I upload a video. Some people have asked me to do it. I can report it's not really a difficult process. It's just a bit tricky. You have to subscribe, and then you have to go to your notifications, and I think you have to enable all. And then what should happen is every time you log into YouTube, there should be a notification there telling you that I have uploaded a video, and that will give you an opportunity to watch the video should you wish. So I can definitely offer you that at the end of the video as well. But for now, I do think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you've all had a fantastic week, and I hope you all have a fantastic upcoming weekend as well. Or the first few days of August are a weekend. So hopefully, if you can get the month of August off to a satisfactory start for you by enjoy doing what you are doing if you can. Look after yourselves and each other. Take care of yourselves. And I hope to be back in some way, shape or form with some more videos at some point. Don't forget the Patreon. Like I said earlier in the video, this is the time to maybe maximise your uselessness. Is uselessness? That's not a word, is it? Maximise your usage on my Patreon, because there might be a couple of videos on there in the next 4 or 5 days as we try and wrap up the Southern Hemisphere action for Classic Watch 26, ready for the already started Classic Watch 27. But more of that when the time is right. Newman Racing over at Patreon. Thank you for watching the video. Take care, everybody, and I will hope to be back soon. Goodbye.